Hello children, very good morning. Children, I hope you all are fine. You all are watching video lesson properly and according to that you all are completing your given assignment on time. So children, today we are going to continue in our science 7th chapter nutrition and diet. So before starting our 7th lesson, we will continue whatever we had completed in last lesson. That is, in last video lesson, whatever we had completed, we will recall that. So children, here nutrition is the process of taking in food and water and using it to obtain energy for the purpose of growth and other daily function. So children, there are 6 main constituents in our food. First one, carbohydrate. Second one, fats. Third one, proteins. Fourth one, fiber. Fifth, vitamins and minerals. These useful constituents are called as nutrients. So children, carbohydrate and fats are energy giving nutrients. Protein helps in growth and repairing the wear and tear of our body. Vitamins and minerals are required to improve the body's resistance to disease and for other life process. Our body also needs minerals like calcium, iron, iodine, sodium, potassium, phosphorus, etc. as a minerals. Some vitamins are water soluble and some are fat soluble. So children, all this related to this topic we had completed in our last class. So today we are going to continue further part of this lesson. So children, here we will see that in our balanced diet. What do you mean by diet? All that we consume during the day. Balanced diet, that is whatever a diet containing proper amount of all nutrient. So here we are going to see what is the significance of a balanced diet. So a diet that is containing adequate quantity of all nutrient is called a balanced diet. To build a strong and healthy body, we need all nutrient in right proportion and in sufficient quantities in your daily diet. So children, here significance of a balanced diet. First point, an increased capacity to work. Balanced diet, if good physical and mental health we require, then we should take a balanced diet. Next point, increased capacity to fight, resist diseases. Next point, it helps in proper growth of the body. So these all are the significance of a balanced diet. So children, here our balanced diet is divided into 4 parts. First part, fatty substances, oil, ghee and butter, from which we can get fats. Second one, milk products, meat, fish, eggs, from which we are getting proteins. Third one, fruits and vegetables, from which we are getting carbohydrates. And the last part, that is cereals and pulses. So children, from cereals and pulses, we all are getting vitamins and minerals. So here all this pyramid is given which we require for our balanced diet. Apart from having a balanced diet, we also need to exercise regularly to keep ourselves fit and healthy. So children, there are more things which we should include in our diet, that is fibers. Dietary fibers are not nutrients giving food. It helps in removal of waste material from the body. It helps to maintain digestive system healthy. So, what is the source of fibers? Yes, we got fibers from food grains and pulses. Besides fibers, water is very much important to consume along with all other nutrients in our body. So, we need an adequate supply of water for many purposes. For example, here water is very necessary for maintain the temperature of our body. Since temperature of our body is released through sweat, and water also helps to removal unwanted and harmful substances through which is present in our body through excretion. So, what is the sources of water? Here you can have plenty of water. You can have tea and coffee. You can get water from cooking food as well. So children, here we all are seeing that is malnutrition. That is, what is malnutrition? So children, it occurs when all nutrients are not obtained in the proper proportion from diet. Whatever we are eating in full day, if the quantity of vitamin, mineral and all that protein is not there in our diet, then it will be malnutrition. It happens when person doesn't get sufficient food or when the diet is not balanced. So children, whatever we are eating in our full day, it should be healthy food and it should be good for our health. So here it occurs when all nutrients that our body requires is not in the proper proportion from diet. So something less in our food which we eat. It happens when person does not get sufficient food or when the diet is not balanced. So this type of not balanced food is called malnutrition, which there is no proper proportion of nutrition in food. So children, we are going to see next topic, that is overnutrition. When the diet exceeds more than our need, when the proportion of food exceeds from the need of the body, this type is called overnutrition. So, why does this overnutrition take place? Yes, because of junk food. So, children, here what do you mean by junk food? So, we will see the meaning of junk food. Chocolate, burgers, pizza, chips, bottled soft drinks, attractively packaged snacks, as also ready foodstuffs available in the market such as vada or pakoda etc. are very tasty and we like them very much. However, these foodstuffs contain refined flour, sugar, oil in large proportion. When refined flour is made from wheat or when sugar is made from sugarcane, many nutrients in the wheat or sugarcane are lost in the process. Hence, all we get from these foods is energy and our hunger is satisfied. So children, naturally, if we eat a lot of junk foods, we will get insufficient quantities of the item from other food groups. So, if this happens frequently, our body soon experience a shortage of proteins, vitamins and minerals. Of course, if we will eat junk food, then shortage of all vitamins or proteins, minerals and all may that lead to malnutrition. Junk food eaten frequently also causes obesity. Obesity is not good for our health. So, as such foods do not supply all the necessary nutrients. So, all this whatever we had discussed now is called as junk food. So, children, here we will see what is obesity and how to avoid obesity. So, children, obesity is the state of being overweight. Junk food eaten frequently causes obesity. Obesity is not good for our health. So, here are some points which one we will discuss for avoiding obesity. First point, have a balanced diet. What do you mean by this point? That is, there should be a proper proportion in our diet which we had seen in the pyramid. That is, in our food pyramid we had seen. Second point, eat whole grains, eat fruits and vegetables with their skins. Next point, increase use of bicycle so that you can stay healthy and play more outdoor games rather than playing the indoor games. So children, here we had seen how to avoid obesity. Now what we have not to do, that is, if do not eat, then what will happen? So children, first of all, do not eat if you are not hungry. Do not watch TV while eating. Next point, do not use motor vehicles for traveling a short distance. Avoid pre-cooked and packaged foods. So, I hope you will take care of all these points when you will eat. So, next point is our adulteration of food. So children, what is this adulteration? For this we should know adulterant. So here the point is there, what is adulterant? In order to earn more profits, cheaper substances of low quality are mixed with the foodstuffs. These substances are called adulterants, and adding them to foodstuffs is called adulteration of food. So children, adulterants may even be impure or harmful for our health. Such adulterate food is impure and harmful and so unfit for consumption. So we should aware of such type of food. So therefore, adulterant when added to foodstuff, food becomes impure and harmful, and that food when we are eating, our health will be unfit for consumption. So maybe we will not feel proper. Because of that, that's why we should avoid such type of foods, or we should be aware of all this. So children, today from this lesson, whatever important points are there, we are going to look that points. So here some important points are there. Which one is given? First point, nutrition is the process of taking food and water and using them to obtain energy and for the purpose of growth and other bodily functions. That is, our next point is a diet containing all nutrients in the right quantity is called a balanced diet. So children, our next point, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fibers are the nutrients in food. Next, a balanced diet includes all nutrients, that is in right quantities. The food pyramid helps us to choose a balanced diet. Next point, whenever a person is malnutrition, whether a person is malnourished or has deficiency disease, depends upon the proportion of food taken. Junk food gives us energy but not other nutrients, so we should avoid it. Adulterate food is impure and harmful to health. So children, here we had completed our 7th lesson, nutrition and diet. I hope you all understood and you will read the chapter thoroughly and try to understand the meaning of all given points. And in your life, you have to follow all that related to our food and diet. So children, depend on this lesson, whatever the question in assignment I had given, you all are able to write the answer. If some doubt will be there, you can ask. Now next one, in our exam, that is 10 marks practical exam is given as a oral, and that practical exam, which 2 chapters name we had given, from that only 10 marks question will be there in your Google form, so that you should learn that 2 chapter properly, which one given for a practical exam. So children, be safe, healthy and happy. Thank you and God bless you.